here. And she's going to sign it after.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I hate the digital player. I'm very, very sorry. All right, so everyone is going to get a chance to have their signature on their book that they purchased. So that's exciting, and that's the great thing about reading. And that's what Amazon can't do right, and Kindles can't do. Sorry, I just have to say that. Be transformed and move mountains now. I did it, and so can you, by Feona Huff.
Thank you everyone for coming out here. Thank you, Sharon, for inviting me to be a part. I want to thank my children, Lady Clara, Sir Isaac, who are in the back. And this book means a lot to me. I've read it since I wrote it, and it's helping me again because what I found is that even leading up to coming here, there have been some talk in my head telling me that, oh, you're not going to be able to do this, and this is not going to happen, and don't even bother. But I had to say, you know what, God gave me this for a reason. I had to keep reminding myself He gave this to me for a reason, and that I have to step into my power, because there's no sense in me having a company called Powerhouse if I'm not stepping into my power, if I'm not thinking, positively. So I'm going to start with the first chapter, and it's a 10-chapter book. It's one pages, and it has a picture that accompanies it. So it's very simple. It's short, but it's purple. So this is the first picture. I'm a chameleon. I change my hairstyle all the time. So throughout the book, I have different hairstyles. So the first chapter is called Black, Bald, and Beautiful. I remember it just like it was yesterday. I was a freshman living in the Twin Towers dormitory at Norfolk State University. On this particular day, my roommate, who was hardly ever home, wasn't there, and I decided to do some light cleaning. When I opened my door to take my garbage to the trash can on my floor, I found a note affixed to the outside door, and it read, "Take your garbage out, you bald-headed black bee." I don't use that language. I was stunned, I was hurt, and I was perplexed. I didn't understand how someone could post such a horrible note, especially since I never placed my garbage outside my door. I kept my room neat, and I wasn't bald-headed. Yes, I did have short hair. In fact, I had finger waves, which were quite visible. What was even more disturbing was that I was a student at an HBCU, which is a historically black college and university. So for someone to go out of their way to hurt me seemed silly. I was the epitome of the type of student that industry looked for, a strong, proud, and academically fierce black woman with goals to be accomplished. Once I got past my initial hurt feelings, I took the note down and put it up, and then I went about my day. After all, I was always told and always believed that I am beautiful inside and out, and that only I define me, and not someone who clearly doesn't have anything going on in their life that they have to be all up in my world. I learned from that moment that the person who posted the note had some serious low self-esteem and needed to be prayed for. But as for me, I was going to continue holding my head up high. Here's why. Because I'm bald, black, and beautiful.
That's good.
The second chapter I'm going to read is An Instant Solo Mommy. I'm a single mom, and I've been so since the beginning, and so here it goes. Like most girls growing up, I dreamed of marrying my childhood sweetheart and having several children. That dream ended when I brought Lady Clara into the world on January 30th, 2000. Instead of my daughter's father coming to the hospital with me, it was my mom, Dorothy A. Huff, and my sorority sister, and the godmommy to my children, Camille E. Wright. These two key women have been the mainstays supporting me throughout my parenting journey to this very day. I learned to embrace my solo mommy status. I wear my motherhood badge with honor. I know that Lady Clara and Sir Isaac are gifts from the Almighty, and that He gave them to me in such a way that I can empower other women who are assuming such a role. You know what? It takes a phenomenal woman to be a single mother. We do it all the time, and don't even break a sweat or a nail while we're making life happen for our children. I found Solo Mommy magazine shortly after Lady Clara was born as a gift to my single mom sisters to empower them with savvier ways to live a simpler life. Since 2005, I have been honoring single moms with the You Go Mom Award and my annual Mother's Day brunch. I have created opportunities to fellowship and provide support to women like me because I do realize that it's not always easy to raise children alone. That's the idea of creating an extended family, which is made up of friends, church members, neighbors, etc. Yes, I became an instant solo mommy 12 years ago. However, I wouldn't change a thing about my life. Empowering single moms is my ministry, and I know that this is the life and the work that I'm not going to ever forget, and that is not in vain. And then the last one I want to read is called I Make Delicious Lemonade. As my late grandfather's favorite song sings, I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some lonely nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. That's how I feel about my life. And in those times of turbulence, challenges, and disappointments, God has enabled me to turn them into opportunities of empowerment. From the incident in college where I was insulted because of my short hair, to me becoming a solo mommy, in all situations that I've encountered in between. I've turned these situations around for my good and those of others who I know and love. In becoming a single mom, I started a magazine to empower single moms just like me. Over the years, I've learned to embrace my dark skin. I now call my complexion our chocolate. I can go on and on. The point is, I've turned the lemons of life into delicious lemonade. So now, I get to drink from the sweet fountain of life because I've transformed my mindset and I'm moving mountains now.
All right, moving along, success, how dare you give up? How dare you give up? So Kathy Elliott.
And thank you for having me. And I get very emotional, Ms. Jones, and you can see I'm a product of her. She have